Morning, everyone. It's Saturday, February 2nd. It's about 12:15, and this is Eastern U.S. Bushcraft and Survival. My name is Frank, and this is my new channel. You can check out some of my other videos on Frankenstein Bushcraft. That was my older channel, but I just started this one today. I'm going to dedicate this one solely to wild camping. So it's winter time. As you can see, it's in the 30s right now, but we're just coming off of about 3 days of below freezing temperatures, so everything is still quite frozen. I'm doing a minimal gear overnighter tonight. I have two survival blanket 2.0s and a down quilt, and I have a sleeping pad stashed back where I'm heading to. Hopefully it's still there. If not, I'll be on whatever I can rig up. I'm going to do some kind of a raised bed. And I shall return when I get to where I'm going to stay for the night and show you what's going on. Okay, so it's 12:57, and this is where I'm going to stay tonight. I'm going to make a raised bed here. I'm just tweaking it now. I already got all the branches and everything, as you can see. So I'm going to cut them to fit me a little bit better. And then I'm going to make a super shelter. Because it's supposed to get down in the 20s tonight. What I'm cutting off, I use for firewood. All right, so it's been about 45 minutes. I started on the raised bed. It's done now. As you can see, it's nice, comfortable height. So I'm gonna put the sleeping pads on there and get my bedding and all on there. Well, first I'm gonna get my shelter up, I guess, and then I'll put all that in there. I'm just gonna do a basic lean-to super shelter. I have plastic and I have the blankets I was telling you about. All right, so I got my ridge line up, and I'm getting ready to put my blankets up now. you see where I'm going with this. I'm not going to bore you with putting it all together. I'll come back when it's done. It's 139. Here's a look at it. It's all set up now. The only thing I have left to do is put the plastic on it. I got that 9 foot by 12 foot 2 mil. It's a little bit heavier than the dollar store stuff they sell. So yeah, I'm gonna put that on here. I'll show you the back side of it. I put this brown tarp on it to camouflage it a little bit because the survival blankets I have are orange on one side. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'm getting ready to cover it up with the plastic now. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this too. With my selfie stick that I always put my camera on, I've wrapped it with duct tape so I could use that as I need it instead of bringing a whole roll out here. So I'm gonna take a seat in there and show you how it is. Almost tripped. Yeah, it's not bad. Kick this back a little bit. I'll probably put a stick or something in there. But yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty warm when I get the plastic sheet over it. Just wanted to show you I wedged a stick in there and it's working pretty well now. I'll show you. I'll take a seat in there and show you. This is what I did the last time I did a super shelter with the stick thing, but this one's going to be better, I think. But as you can see, I got much more room now. I'm not up against it anymore. All right, I'm gonna keep getting this shelter together. All right, so it's 1:59. Got the plastic on. The way I did it was I tucked it in between the survival blanket and the tarp. That way it creates some insulation and it still lets me be camoed from behind. I also threw this other tarp on just to cover this side here. That tarp was I had them both stashed over that way. But yeah, anyway, so I'm still camouflaged from behind because anybody that's going to come at me, if they were to, would be from that way, which is behind my shelter. And like I said, the plastic in between there gives it a little bit of insulation as well. Ow. Or at least that's what I'm thinking it'll do. So I'm going to get either a thin branch, something about this thickness, which is pretty thin as you can see, maybe a little thicker than that, to lay in there to wrap up, to be a weight to keep it all tight and everything. So yeah, I think it's going to be good. I'm going to have my fire out here. I'm going to use these bricks to do some kind of a reflector wall, and might have a couple other tricks up my sleeve too. All right, so I got the stick and I'm gonna roll it up, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of that duct tape I showed you, and once I get it rolled to the length I want it, then I'm gonna rig something up to where I can hang it and open it, leave it open if I want to. So I'll show you what I get when I'm done.